Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an ultimate clean with me. The house got really out of control today just because it was one of those mornings where you have to rush out of the house. Also, it's been a while since I've had time to take care of all of our bathrooms. So in this video, I will be cleaning 3 of our bathrooms, 3 of our bedrooms, a living room, and the kitchen. So you should be sure to get your motivation from this cleaning video. So the first thing I'm starting with is the upstairs bathrooms, and what I'm going to be cleaning the tubs and showers with are just a simple blue Dawn and vinegar. You can get these little scrubbies from the Dollar Tree. I've used these in previous videos. You can also keep them in your shower just to clean as you go when you're in the shower. But this is like a huge Pinterest hack that I learned from Katie Satilli here on YouTube. She's amazing. If you don't know her, be sure to check her out. So the first thing I'm doing is taking everything out, and then I'm just going to go ahead, go to town, and start the scrubbing. The glass doors are really hard for me to clean just because of the fact that we have really hard water. We do have a water softener where we put the little beads in it every month, but our water is still super hard and it leaves white streaks all over my shampoo bottles and in the shower. The struggle is real. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and clean off our little soap dish from all the old soap scum that is stuck to it. Now I'm just finishing up putting everything back into the shower, and then I'm going to go ahead to the kids' bathroom and start cleaning that. Again, just taking everything out, and I'm actually getting rid of this little bath seat because Ella doesn't fit in it anymore. It's so sad, but I'm using this little bath seat here that one of my girlfriends gave me, and I'm picking out the toys that are in it because it looks like the boys had shoved little toys inside of it. So putting everything back, and then I'm going to go ahead and use that same Dawn and vinegar solution in here. so fast. All time Now that both tubs and showers are scrubbed, I'm going back into my bathroom and I'm just going to use some cleaner on the outside of the shower doors and then just wipe everything down. I love these little Clorox wands because they're disposable and just more sanitary, and they really get the toilet super clean. Next, I'm just refilling the Q-tips and putting everything back, and we are going to be completely done with this bathroom, and we're going to move back into the children's bathroom. Now, in here you can see it's a little bit of a mess. I've told you this in previous videos, but this is a lot of times where I wind up doing my hair in the morning, and also I was pumping while doing my hair this particular morning.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain.
So I just put everything away, and now I'm just spraying everything down and going to wipe everything off, as well as use another one of those Clorox wands in the toilet in here.
I fell where my demons dwell, my own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost myself. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time starts still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking and you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm done with
Now that all that stuff is clean, I'm just shaking out the rugs. I'm going to hang them up because I'm going to put Robo Rock in here, and that little vacuum is also a mop, and it is also a lifesaver. We gotta give a little extra shake because of that postpartum hair loss. We're moving into my bedroom now. I'm just picking things up, putting everything back where it belongs. There's so much random stuff in our bedroom constantly between the kids, and I just feel like as parents, our stuff gets looked over the most. So we wind up organizing the kids' stuff before we take care of our own spaces. It's usually a goal of mine to make my bed every single morning. It just didn't happen this morning. So I'm going to take all of those blankets off and just throw them downstairs. And once I get this Robo Rock started in that bathroom, I'm going to do a load of laundry downstairs. And now I am back upstairs finishing up my bedroom. I also wanted to mention that I am all over the place, but this is truly how I do my cleaning when it's a whole house cleaning. When I'm doing one single room, it's a little bit more organized and makes more sense. But when I'm doing a whole house cleaning, I'm just all over the place, and I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Now that everything's put away, I'm just going to do all of the windows and mirrors in my bedroom. One of the things that I like to do is clean when the windows are open. So besides getting the fresh air, I like to clean out that inner part in the window because there gets like to be so much like dirt and dust and pollen, and you can see it all on here. But I do recommend doing that in these spring months because I'm sure it gets really dirty during winter, and when you open up your windows, you can just see all of that gook. So next time you clean, quickly get that gook out. It takes 2 seconds. Today I'm using good old Pledge. Pledge is an OG. You know, my mom used to use this stuff when I was growing up, and once in a while I like that fresh lemon scent that it gives, and I like it how it makes the wood look super shiny. The boys are up from their nap now, and they're going to help me clean by pressing the Robo Rock button. Again, this little guy mops and vacuums, and I'm talking about the robots, not my kids, even though sometimes they do mop and vacuum. Going into their bedroom now, we had a little mishap. I went to open the curtains, and the curtain rod fell down. Luckily, I caught it. That mama bear instinct just caught it and didn't let it hit the kids. But anyway, I got to put that back up, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean up their room. I've mentioned this in the past, but whenever my kids want to help me clean, I don't say no because I feel like, one, it's teaching them good habits and, just whoever their life partner is in the future will be appreciative that you taught your children how to clean up. But you can see here they are finding so much joy in cleaning, even though, they're not getting everywhere and doing the best job in the world. They love helping their mommy, and I just feel like it's really nice when you can include them in activities that you're already doing and need to do, and they feel really proud of themselves for being able to clean their room and clean their home. The boys are just taking in any toys they're finding in their room and putting it into the playroom for me. We usually don't really keep toys in their rooms, and they usually don't play in their rooms. I mean, maybe it's just because we have a playroom and because they're so young, but normally they're just in their room to get dressed and to sleep. Moving on to Ella's room, I'm just going to start with wiping everything down, starting with the windows and her mirror. Next, I'm just wiping down her dresser, and then I'm going to go through all of her bows because she has a ton of bows, as you know. We love collecting bows, and we love getting them from little Etsy shops that send them to our P.O. box, but it's one of the things we get the most, and she's outgrowing some of them, and I'm having a niece in just a couple of weeks, so we're going to give away a lot of our bows to her as well, and just going to organize them because right now there's too many to even know what we have. So you'll see here, I'm just going to sort through them, go through different colors and different patterns, and just see completely what we have. These little rose gold stands you see here, they are actually jewelry holders that I got from Amazon, and then I spray painted them rose gold. I always have a link to my Amazon store in the description box where I link a lot of my things. These are linked in my Amazon store. I think they're under $20, and they are totally worth it for holding her bows. They just keep it nice and organized. So in these little acrylic containers, I'm going to kind of just like organize by pattern bows, colored bows, and then on these actual jewelry stands that I turned into headband holders, I'm putting my two favorite bows, which are baby bling bows as well as bee bows, because these are the ones I wind up putting on her the most just because they are my favorite. I'm also going to put down some neutral colors because that just goes with everything. So here I go, putting everything into these acrylic containers. I love organizing. I just think it's so satisfying. I could do without cleaning. I mean, I love a clean home, but organizing is really where like my passion is at. I think you can be kind of creative with it. These little acrylic bins I found at TJ Maxx for under $5. So I think they're for your refrigerator, but I just saw bows when I saw them. Putting everything back, and then I'm going to put all of my niece's bows into a bag for her. And instead of calling her my niece, for those of you that know us and watch our vlogs, her name is Scarlett, and we'll be meeting her at the end of June. Next, I'm just tidying up her little blankies, and Tanner is going to help me get the Robo Rock going in her room. So we're finally done upstairs, minus me making the bed. I'm just switching the blankets and putting them into the dryer now, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on the living room. So these loads of laundry are actually mostly folded, and I'm going to put them away the following day, because when I'm cleaning in here now, the kids are actually all down and they're sleeping for the night. So again, we'll put those clothes away later, but right now I'm just cleaning up all of the toys in here. Next, I'm just going to take all the pillows off the couch so that I could really give it a good vacuum. The kids eat snacks on the couches, and there just gets to be crumbs under the pillows as well. So that's why I'm taking off the pillows and giving it a really good vacuum.
Breathe in the air, the light that surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far. Created a space, in my head it was empty, but I know that I want to be where you are. I was denied, I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside. We have a purpose, but to take that leap, you must recognize the person that's inside.
Now that the couch is all put back together, I'm going to take care of the glass sliding doors, and I'm also going to show you what I said about the windows, as same as for the glass sliding doors. So basically that little space in between, we always forget to clean that out, and it really takes 2 seconds. I'm guilty of it too. That's why you'll see when I clean out that little space here, my towel is completely covered in like black.
Because it is over. Live in the moment, living in a quiet. To be everywhere, to be without a care. I was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside. We
Now I'm just wiping everything down and dusting.
to take that leap, you must
Finally, it's time for a good vacuum in here. Finally, we're moving on to the kitchen. I'm just putting things back where they belong and putting dishes in the sink. Now I gotta get started on the dishes, and this is really a process. So the first thing I'm doing is putting away all of the dishes that are already dried, and then I'm gonna tackle all of the dishes that are in the sink. Shattering a part of me, and I can take it. My heart is so hollow, the blood has an echo inside of my veins. My heart is so hollow, your voice is an arrow, making the pain. My heart is so hollow, hollow, hollow. So 100 years later, when we're finally done doing the dishes, I'm just cleaning out this sink. All of this food debris is pretty disgusting, but it's real life. Sorry, I should have said that we were done loading the dishwasher, not doing the dishes, but I can't clean like all these baby products in the dirty sink. So clean sink, clean-ish sink to clean all the baby stuff.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, seriously now, the dishes are really done. And I'm going to refill my hand soap and my dish soap before I go ahead and clean out the sink.
You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have.
I'm also just going to go ahead and throw away my old sponge and put out a new sponge after I scrub the sink. First, I scrub the sink with just like regular dish soap, and then after that, I use the Mrs. Meyer's little cream cleanser. I just feel like it gets it extra clean and shiny.
I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Before I go ahead and wipe everything down, I'm first going to put away all of the dishes that I can and get rid of this little drying cloth so that I could clean the counter over here.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to.
If you've been watching for a while, you know I love fresh flowers and I try to do everything I can to make my bouquets last as long as possible. So just because some of these flowers are dead doesn't mean all of them are. So I'm going to save what I can from this bouquet instead of just going out and buying another one.
I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
The next thing I'm doing is just taking apart Ella's high chair because it's just completely disgusting. I do baby-led weaning along with baby purees, so I feel like we get extra messy since she's learning how to feed herself. And then also 2 toddlers, so there's always a mess on the sink. This kind of makes me feel like, did she even get any food in her mouth? But the dogs appreciate it.
In the darkness, my shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you.
I'm just spraying everything down with Method Anti-Bac and I'm going to let that sit for a minute.
Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you.
While the anti-bac is sitting, I'm going to go at my stove. I had some gluten-free pasta boil over the other day, and I swear that gluten-free pasta residue sticks onto your stovetop so much more than regular pasta. So I'm just using this handy-dandy little razor cleaner that you all told me about, and I got it on Amazon. But I love it. It takes off all of that crud that gets like cooked onto your cooktop. Now that the cooktop is nice and shiny and clean, I'm going to light this yummy candle that Micah got for me a while back. Now that the antibacterial has been sitting on here for a while, I'm going to go at all of this and just start to scrub. Now that that's done, I'm going to clean off the windows, and again, inside of the windowsill, I told you it gets really, really yucky in there. And finally, I'm just using this Mrs. Meyer's Mint Multi-Surface Spray and going to wipe off all of the countertops. And now I'm just using this glass spray here and cleaning off all of the windows and glass surfaces. And finally, we are moving into the bathroom, and I'm just spraying everything down and cleaning this in here. And then I'll be using those same Clorox little disposable toilet cleaners in this toilet as well. Who else has ever seen a black toilet before? That's a big discussion on our channel. Also, I'm going to apologize in advance if you hear a baby because I'm doing my voiceover with my daughter on my lap right now. And also, you can see here I just broke a nail, and that's how you know you cleaned pretty good.
The summer's calling. If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you. This bond is solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling.
Now that the bathrooms are all clean, I'm going to vacuum the kitchen, and I remembered that I also wanted to vacuum out this little toaster drawer in here, so I'm going to do that while I'm thinking of it.
I know that we can rise together. This vision that we share is ours. Together we can touch the stars. I know that we will see December. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling.
Now that we're finally finished vacuuming, I'm going to mop, and I'm just using this Mr. Clean cleaner, and I'm going to mop all of the floors. This is actually one of my favorite things to do because I find it really soothing and relaxing and satisfying.
Sun is out here overseas. Dark emotions ever torn so deep, falling down through the clouds. I'm feeling you
So I'm finally finished mopping, and I go to take the sheets and blankets out of the dryer, and the blanket is dry but the sheets are not. So then I'm going to go upstairs and shower while I put the sheets back in. Okay, so I'm done showering and I got my jammies on and the sheets are dry, so we're going back upstairs to make the bed. So I switched the laundry and now I'm just putting all of my cleaning towels into the washer as well as my mop head, and I'm going to go ahead and wash all of that stuff. Finally, we are making my bed, and I don't know about you guys, but my dogs do not care if we make the bed. They refuse to move, so that's why we're making the bed with Rookie in it. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. This is the longest cleaning video I've ever done, and I really hope that you enjoyed it.